part of me moving into the Chief Justice role was accepting the oversight capacity and reducing my normal caseload. I typically do not take a large number of cases because if I did, there would be no appeal to my decisions.
Let's say let's say that the fine isn't refunded. What then?
I think that let me check the language. I think we also should write we should codify the appeals process with the council as well.
Yeah, it's licorice. It's like
agreed.
a good
Maybe we
kind,
could
if you ask
combo
me.
this.
Are you sorry, just from my understanding, are you saying you're pardoning a person? Like, is this just like an expungement process but through a different means, or are you only going to be putting people up for a pardon for like one crime or one criminal incident or what have you?
One incident, so that would include all of the charges that were accrued during that particular incident.
Okay. I mean, it's yeah, I think overall it sounds good. I don't know what kind of language you want to put on it, but maybe like a person can only be put up for a
That's
pardon
you.
for a
That's
criminal
me,
incident
bro.
once every 14 days or something, you know.
Sure, I'm cool with that.
So I would suggest, for example, okay, hold on. I'm going to write language separately so as to not overwrite, and then describe how I'd like to merge it and see what you think.
Okay.
I'm still up. We're still going with this fucking meeting, dude.
I don't think you can text while somebody is editing the MDT. Oh no.
So are we getting rid of this the refund portion as well, Max? Or
I would let's wait for Crane to finish writing.
okay.
Did Eda just headbutt?
Okay, so the paragraph I wrote, per the Constitution, citizens found guilty at trial, whether by bench or formal docket case, may appeal the decision to a panel chaired by the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice serves as the legal attaché to the panel, conducting the case in terms of procedure and legal protocol, aka I do the objections and shit like that, so we don't have to make it awkward and take too long. The Chief Justice does not solely determine the outcome of the appeal. 2 city council members, as chosen from a pool of non-conflicted from the Council of 8, will serve as panelists alongside the Chief Justice. Decisions made by this appeals panel are final and may not be appealed. And then we transition into the mayor of Los Santos reserves the right to suggest the pardon of a legal citizen of Los Santos should they feel that other aspects of government have not best served, and I would phrase it something like, have not best served the interest of Los Santos. So that would allow for the fact that maybe someone's guilty, but maybe they've done so much or there were circumstances that made it so they must be found guilty by way of the law, but perhaps the law was inadequate in serving them.
Okay.
This would also help with something called ex post facto, which is like, if I prosecute you for a crime, Max, and then we decide the law was poorly written and you got convicted because the law was poorly written, well, too bad you have to go to jail because the laws only changed after you got prosecuted, right? Ex post facto means changed laws can't apply to the past. What this would do would allow the mayor then to suggest a pardon and say, hey, look, guys, Max got prosecuted and then we changed the law after, so he should probably be pardoned, right?
Mhm.
Why not give the person who suffered that way their money back?
So I guess that would be something we maybe we vote on the refund. Maybe that's a good idea because now that you say it, it should be variable, right? Because if it's an
Right.
ex post facto scenario, then I would agree they should get their money back.
Right.
But if we're
Yeah.
pardoning someone because they represent such a benefit to society, I still think they should have been fined because they still
Yeah,
committed the
'cause
crime
they
and they
still
still
did
deserve
that
the fine,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe it needs to be dynamic in that sense. So maybe we can write that in somehow. The mayor of Los Santos reserves the right to suggest the pardon of legal citizens of Los Santos should they feel the other aspects of the government have not been served, have not. That's redundant. Have not served, have not served the best interests of Los Santos. This places the judgment of the individual's case, which must have into question. Okay, I would rephrase this to maybe can we say like this places the individual's status as a how do you say that? You know what I'm getting at, right? Like how their status as an incarcerated as an inmate or what would you how would you phrase that?
I don't know.
Their correctional
Uh,
status.
This place is there. Anybody got an idea how to phrase this? I'm trying to because
Where's
we're
your
pardoning, we're
feeling?
not questioning the judgment of the case. We're questioning whether or not they should be in jail, which are two different things.
So Nakota said
Uh,
correctional status.
The individual's correctional status. Uh, yeah, that makes sense. Correctional status. And then we get rid of the rest of that. Into question. Yeah, we just probably get rid of the parentheses, right? Into question before the council made upon whom the responsibility is determined whether or not should stand on the legal record. Okay. Oh, and charges and punishment. Therefore, or change it to and that's perfect, right? Because then we can do one or the other.
Yeah, and we can throw something in at the bottom there to indicate that it will be variable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this will be accomplished by majority vote, be yay or nay. Okay. So we got to run through some scenarios here. Does serving on the appeals panel preclude you from voting on a pardon? The way we're phrasing it now, I might say no, because there are cases where I would find someone guilty in court and then pardon them. Like a lot, actually. There's a lot of cases I wish I could pardon people, even though I was forced to find them guilty.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
because
like
that's judicial activism, right?
right. I like that.
Yeah. So anyone from the city council can vote. We're basically saying, and this is a good way to explain to the citizens, right? We basically say, look, there's some, and I say this all the time to people. There's some times where I enforced the law, I ruled correctly on the law, I'm confident justice was served in terms of how things are written, but I think the outcome was bullshit.
McNulty with the new PD car.
And so the
quick-
pardon could account for that bullshit
No.
part.
Quick question: does an appeal had to have happened before a pardon can?
Yes, I think so. I think that they should.
They
I
should
think
go
that
through
because
all the
sometimes-
steps
because
first.
sometimes the appeal will resolve the issue, right? And I
Okay.
think those cases should go through the DOJ.
What?
We should resolve the issue there, which allows us to set common law principle through the appeals process.
Oh.
And then if we determine that the law was handled correctly, we being myself and the two
Wait,
members
what
of the city
is
council,
that vehicle?
then we still might decide that we still think it should be pardoned, right? Which is separate.
Oh, dead.
Sorry.
This pardon, the spirit of the pardon, as I wrote it, still serves its initial purpose, even though it's placed in the hierarchy after the appeal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it makes sense to me. I think so. The idea is, yeah, okay, great.
So
I
should we
mean,
just add like after the appeal, the mayor of Los Santos reserves, just to make
Yes.
it clear it?
after an
Yep.
appeal has after a decision has been issued by an appeals panel, just so there's nobody fucking because sometimes things are decided based on quote unquote appeals, and that's when you go to jail and there's no judge around, and then you get a docket case later.
What if you refuse to hear their appeal?
that's a decision, right? Our decision is we're upholding the lower court, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's an outcome.
You know.
So at that point, that person is
That's
not
called
entitled to a
summary
pardon.
judgment. That's called summary judgment. No, they'd still be entitled.
So they let me just get this straight. They submit an appeal. You uphold the judgment, therefore you do not hear their appeal. But they could still go for that pardon.
Let me
Yeah, 'cause
close this loophole. Give me 10 seconds to write the language in the first paragraph.
Okay.
I am zoned the fuck out.
So
Sound
you're saying that a panel will be formed to determine whether or not they should be up for pardon, even though the summary judgment was upheld.
Yeah. So here's how it would work. Max shoots someone in the head. Max goes to court. Max is found guilty.
How are we
Max
still
thinks
going?
the decision was bullshit. Max appeals. Crane assembles a panel from the city council. Crane explains the law to the people on the city council. Both members of the city council and Crane agree that there's no legal issue here. There's no problem with how the case was heard. There's nothing at issue, right? It's just nothing was done wrong. There's no possibility that they could ever view this as being appealed successfully. So
Okay.
they issue a summary judgment or dismissal of the appeal. That still constitutes a decision by the appellate panel. So then, regardless of the decision or the outcome, the pardon can still be suggested.
Good. I think some checks are healthy for the judicial. They take on a lot of responsibility in Los Santos. I think this is good.
I don't, well, in the way I'm viewing it, I don't even view it as a check, because I think in some ways it is, but basically I think it's a check on a lack of foresight sometimes, because we can't be omniscient, right? And it's like a law can be considered well written, and then some loophole can come up that you never thought of. So I think it's good to allow us to pardon people if we think the law failed, not necessarily the people or the judicial system, but just the writing. After a decision has been given, the mayor's right to suggest the pardon.
I'm gonna have a fat paycheck
Okay.
after
Any
this.
council member who may possess a conflict of personal interest as far as the individual must immediately recuse themselves, right? If any council member was involved in the initial court case, right? Okay, good. So that way they can still be a part of the appellate panel. Ensure that at least 2 council members are impartial. Yeah, okay. It is not possible to execute a vote.
Cardboard after meeting, probably.
Sounds good to me.
So
Once, okay, hold on. Oh, wait, I take that back. Once every 14 days is pretty
Short.
Yeah, because that won't even, there won't even be
What do you think about 30?
30 seems more reasonable. I'm just trying to think if you could even find someone who got adjudicated twice in 14 days and got a panel together and voted and got a city. Yeah, it wouldn't even happen.
Yeah. Okay. The Chief Justice has lent his wisdom and revised the pardon. The pardon, as is currently, still serves as a way to represent the people of Los Santos in the light of a potentially unfair or poorly defined law. I am for this. Are there any nays?
just to make sure, we're still saying if this goes through everything and it's a mayoral pardon, they get all the money back from the incident.
No, it's an option. We vote on
That'll
that.
be voted on
Well,
at
then
the
that
yeah.
needs to be.
It is. It says right here, if you look at the second paragraph where I'm highlighting,
At the bottom, yeah.
Oh yeah, so
At the bottom, it still says they get their money back.
Oh, okay. Where's that?
I'll fix that. I'll fix that.
Are we? This is just like a side topic, but related. Are they required to
Potential
serve
calendar,
anytime, or
there
are
we
they
go.
appealing straight away?
Appealing, they can appeal immediately.
Yeah, don't get shot. Don't get stabbed.
I mean, with the length that this process may take, they're going to be
Appealing,
serving
they
some
can appeal
time.
immediately. Pardoning, yeah, I mean they're gonna serve some time regardless.
Okay.
I put if approved in parenthesis at the bottom there, Malton. Is that good?
Yeah, okay, I'm good then. Yay.
Yeah, I mean this quells all my issues, so I'm good.
Yep.
Any nays?
Nay.
Only thing we haven't figured out, if there's no nays, how do we pick the two people to be on the panel with me?
You could just be like, who's free and wants
Who
to.
wants to?
Yeah, who
Yeah.
wants
Yeah,
to and
yeah.
who has
Mhm.
scheduled.
Sorry,
Yeah, because I don't
yeah.
want to force people.
This could also
Yeah.
just be like a kind of like we're doing with open court, just which two council members are around at the time.
I was
like-
hoping for a
Yeah.
lottery. Throw everyone's name in a hat, and then you just pull two people. out.
Well, for example, a lot of court is scheduled by time zone.
Oh, true.
And
yeah.
so I'm either gonna when I schedule appeals, it's either my times, which is like 7 p.m. Eastern to like 5 a.m. Eastern, or it's weekends.
Yeah.
So
You can still leave
it'd have
DNA
to. So
behind.
usually, I mean, there's times when I can do it outside of
Even
that.
wearing
But
gloves.
do we want to just
Wearing
leave it
gloves
open
only
and we'll
gets
just
rid of,
decide
like,
amongst ourselves?
fingerprints.
Do you think that's reasonable, or do you think it should be legislated? I don't know.
I think it should
I
be
don't.
open.
Yeah, I don't
then.
think
I
it
think
necessarily
Yeah, I don't have
needs
an
to be
issue with it being
legislated.
open.
Yeah.
Cool, works for me.
All right. We're gonna have to come up with a different name for this.
I already
Um,
changed it.
Okay. Good. And just so everyone knows, everything that was approved and is completed, I'm going to throw into state announcements, and that makes it so that everyone can see it, right?
A state announcement? Yeah, I believe so.
Sick.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Where do you see the state announcements? Is it
No,
just
no, I think he just meant like he's gonna, shoot it out over the airwaves, right?
So one.
No. I meant in the report section. If you go to advanced search in the top right,
I
you
don't
can-
know about that then. I don't know about if citizens can all see that or not.
we can
I
check.
I
it.
believe that was the intent. I don't know if it is the case. I will warn you guys, and I'm sorry for this. Anything to do with the MDT is on hold for a week.
Oh,
All right.
So
Okay.
we got what we got for a week.
Mhm.
God bless the technicians, but they are going to be on vacation.
Yeah, and then this is out.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Let me call my wife and see if she can see. Actually, yeah, let me call my wife real quick.
Hmm.
Wait, where are the state announcements?
It should be a tab, much like legislation and stuff, that people can, or it's under reports. I'm not sure.
It
to be
may
honest.
just be reports.
If it's
Is it-
under reports, then I do not think citizens can see it publicly.
There is definitely no tab for it.
Yeah, I
thing.
can't see. There's no tab for me either for state announcements.
Because I don't think on a public MDT you even see reports in general.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
No, you just see the legislation,
Oh, maybe next.
and
Alright.
then you can't
Lame.
actually view the legislation.
That might have to be a next week thing then.
Yeah, that's fine.
For now, I will do the due diligence of using the email server to announce everything.
Alright.
Thank you.
Wait, Siobhan, I'm still in a meeting. I just need. Yeah. Okay. Siobhan could not see the actual writing, so it looks
Yeah.
like that needs to be amended.
It'll be a week or so for now. I'll do it all on the state email server.
Can we? So that means can we toss that in
That's all
legislation
live,
then? All
yeah.
the stuff that we passed.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sick. All right.
Okay.
Next up, we have the.
Also, I still haven't put in the marriage stuff because I don't have the text for it. But I can go through the notes and try to create it.
Wait. Do I have the text for that?
We
think
we
I-
kind of it was one of those things where we kind of agreed on it, but I don't know if we didn't formally write it at the time.
was-
because
Yeah, I
we
think we
voted
were
on the
waiting
bullet
for it to
points,
be.
but
we
not
didn't
the-
have
the
city
wording.
council documents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
it was
I ha-
a interest vote. I think it was.
I have the writing. I'll
Just make a document, a city council doc with it.
good idea.
Word.
And I apologize, guys, but this, the MDT stuff is going to be like a slow drizzle.
No, there's no need to apologize.
I swear it is not as easy as it seems.
I believe that.
You good, Michael?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, just checking.
He's just resting his eyes. It's fine.
The one-child policy expungement process. Mayor's office.
I have thrown in the mayor jack there. You can pretty it up as you please, based upon what we agreed upon.
Cool. All right, I see it.
Next, we have the expungement process, which I will admit that I will probably need some insight on. I wrote what I consulted my wife. She's a judge.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
see-
opposed to it. I'm just,
Well,
sticker
It is a
shock.
lot.
My
So
logic
letting
here
them do
is,
it multiple times.
People are already buying cars that are $300,000. They're getting houses. They're doing all this stuff.
Really?
Wait,
Oh,
someone has
yeah.
a
What the
$300,000
fuck?
car?
Absolutely, they do.
What
Oh,
in the fuck?
absolutely. These fines are fine.
Jack it
yeah.
up even higher if you want now.
Yeah.
What the
Can we
hell?
implement like a mandatory rest period?
For how often they can get the expungement?
Absolutely.
No, for how often they can work. Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah. I am for that. I am for that. I was thinking,
we try telling people to calm it down once they've been injured, but no one does ever.
I was thinking about like
Yeah.
a 40-hour work week.
Yeah,
That is
Jesus
fair.
fucking Christ.
They just won't let 'em work it,
$300,000 is
hopefully.
batshit insane.
That's
Mhm.
even with the hours
Yeah.
that I've pulled, I don't come close to that. That's
Well,
ridiculous.
once
It
those
also-
commercial license goes into effect, maybe that'll stifle a few people.
True.
Yeah.
I also kind of wrote these fines in. I wrote these with the fact that people could pool their money together as well as another method of possibly securing an expungement for themselves.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
they're
what a
gonna do
lot of
that
people
anyway.
do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smart. Very smart.
So that's why I started so
We call
hard.
that the Jamal Fund.
So is the gist of it basically the only thing that we're legislating are these fines and the wanted stuff, and everything else is it's up to the DOJ to figure out?
Yes. And the violent capital crime exception.
Sorry, just let me read through this without.
Yeah, that's
Who's green?
It might be me. I don't see a green.
Did you
Oh,
just
yeah,
change
it
the
is
O to
you.
an A?
It sure did.
Okay, yeah, my man. All right, let's see. I was literally thinking that looking at it as you did it.
Is there a limit specified that I'm not seeing?
It says
Yeah,
3. They can
The,
only do it
thir-
3 times.
the third
Okay.
and final time.
Oh, okay,
should there
thank you.
be a cooldown?
Yeah, like you can only get one every.
I mean, honestly, with this kind of money, does there have to be? Like,
Well, I'll
now
just
it's not
present.
an
I'll
issue.
present a scenario. 2 months from now, the second mayoral election comes up. Someone has spent the entire first 3 or 4 months in this city, robbing and pillaging everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Growing fields of marijuana, robbing every G6 truck in sight, robbing every bank
Right.
possible, and they have millions of dollars, but they have a record, so they can't, run for office. They just dump a bunch of money and run for office.
Well, I mean, speaking as someone who was a prolific criminal before, I I mean, with this council, it'd be pretty tough to do the kind of shitbag stuff you might expect someone to do if they were to get elected, even if they did get an expungement.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, the DOJ can just make this more restrictive as this is written. You know, you could just provide guidance to the judges of a whatever cooldown period.
Yeah, I mean, we're still gonna have them be clean for a certain period of time in order to succeed the expungement. I'm just trying to think if we
Yeah.
want. I think the money's a big enough deterrent for today's economy, and if the economy gets out of control, we can always change things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Works for me.
Fair enough. And then I mean they hit the cap
Bro.
eventually anyway, so
Yep.
why not?
Any nays on the expungement process as is written, with the understanding that we
Yes,
can
third
always
time is
revise it
3 mil.
in the future?
500.
The expungement
Wow,
process is
building
codified into
3.
law.
Sounds good to me.
The next one is potentially somewhat dense. The one-child policy. So I took it upon myself to define what adoption means. Okay,
Max.
because the
Can I,
citizens of
hold on? I got a question. I
sure.
just gotta fucking ask. Are you gonna try to pardon Acker, or are you just telling him to go grind 500K?
That's not for Acker. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. That
I
was
was
for no one in
curious.
particular.
No, I know I know,
Who's
but I'm just saying in
Acker?
general, right? Like, you want this guy as a legislative aide. He wants to be a lawyer. He's not becoming a lawyer with his record. The only two options are an expungement or a pardon. And I don't think he's gonna have 500K in the next lifetime.
I mean, he makes pretty good money as a mechanic. He's been moonlighting as a mechanic. I don't intend on pardoning or
All right.
petitioning a pardon for
It
Jonathan
is
Acker.
what it is.
At present, I do not. Okay, so the citizens of Los Santos kind of bastardized what it means to adopt somebody. It's been more of a kind of a social dap up between homies if they decide that they want to be closer than just friends or associates. So I took it upon myself to define what an adoption is, as it is in Los Santos. And with that new definition, I have also attempted to define the parameters around what it means to adopt someone in Los Santos. And in the one-child policy, they are clearly written. I took into consideration a lot of the concerns and holes that were potentially presented the last time we met and we spoke about this. Of particular note are the toward the bottom there, the adoption family tree begins with the adopter and ends with the adoptee. At some point in this document, this pledge holds no particular legal ramification beyond the fact that the state shall issue an official certificate eventually to codify said adoption. I need to add something here as well.
I have an evil idea. You know
Oh,
how the
Hold on.
IRS, you know how people in other jurisdictions put out bounties for people who snitch on people?
Yep.
GGGG.
I'm already working on something. I
What
don't,
if
bro.
we-
this is going.
What if we put out a bounty if you snitch on people violating the adoption fraud law?
Yes,
Yes.
That's hilarious.
I already-
yes.
I am already. I am for that.
I look
Just,
forward to everyone hiring their own private unit to go do that.
And
And you
just
can vet them and
secretly record
everything.
them in public. We just approved that in the Bill of Rights.
Because the state's losing money, right? If people aren't going through it legally, and if they're not caught, then the state doesn't get the money through the fine. So what if we incentivize people snitching so that we get to prosecute and we get our money?
Okay, so we would need, hardcore evidence, right? Or
Oh,
is
yeah.
what if
Yeah,
so
report-
Just
Recordings
be
in public.
like a tip that leads to a conviction, right?
Okay,
Because the
so
cops
what
could
if
still investigate.
yeah, so what if we have like, so for example, there's someone who has who's quote unquote adopted 3 people. And then you have more than one individual testifying that they overheard this and that this was word of mouth from that specific individual. Would that be enough to then like be like, okay, yeah, we have 2 witnesses claiming the same thing? Or would we need like video evidence and shit like that?
I mean, it just be a tip that results in a conviction, right? So if I think Juno's breaking the the adoption laws. I go to the cops and I say, hey, you're only supposed to adopt people if you have a formal certificate, and you're only supposed to have one. And Juno's running around talking about she can't, do grime with me because she's got to go feed her 6 kids. And then a
Can I-
cop looks into it, and then
Mhm.
she gets convicted, and then I get 5K.
Can I play a devil's advocate here and see if it holds any water?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
I'm exercising my freedom of speech by saying that I've adopted these people.
But this would be fraud, adoption fraud.
Oh,
by
as
saying that.
again, as I described earlier, rights are limited by statute.
Okay.
So you can,
Right.
for example, you can say anything you want, but if it amounts to a criminal threat, that's where your freedom of speech ends.
Okay. Noted.
I added a line about the bounty thing in the last paragraph. What do you guys think?
75 grand paid to state those inform individuals to carry on illegal as far as adoption concerned. I claim they're works for me.
You want to ask the treasurer about that?
But you
before we
need
put
to
a monetary
maybe say
amount on it?
maybe say paid out of state to those inform individuals
If
or
they're
something,
convicted. If they're convicted.
which
upon
leads to a conviction.
Yeah.
Upon conviction, comma, a bounty of 5,000. And actually,
Okay, that
that's-
one. Mm.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? Because we're upon conviction, we're still making $25,000 for the state, even if we pay out that bounty.
Okay, but just to give you a heads up, we're barely moving 100 grand a day.
that's exactly what I was just going to ask
In
you.
the state
is to
account.
follow up on our status.
Like literally, it has taken almost a full week for the state account to go up $1 million when before the tax cuts, it went up $1 million in 2 days.
Okay, so that's the information we needed. Which, hey, glad we didn't buy a helicopter, guys. Good work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
It
So-
is.
That's not just the tax change. I heard we were subsidizing like.
Well, yes,
the
and the
checks now,
government
so-
paychecks, all that.
Yeah.
Right,
But,
yeah.
Okay, we as of today, we're increasing some fines, and
Mhm.
we're also going to put into effect the legal adoption stuff, which should provide some income.
right.
And some worthless doctors are probably getting fired.
Very true.
As I understand, I don't actually know if that's actually going on.
No, it has happened.
Next mayor might have to raise taxes. I think that's fine. I think the people need a bit of leniency right now.
That's yeah. I mean, like
Awesome.
as it stands, like I mean, it's still going up, but we just have to be mindful. Like,
We're very close to neutral, is what you're saying.
yes, very close.
That's fair. Hey, then we're good because we gave as much as we could give, and Max can say that to the people.
Yes.
Next, let's add adoption fraud as a charge to complement this.
I am.
Or rather, that's what we would have to do if this is approved. So let's go to a vote. But first, before we vote, does anyone have any additional concerns, Edda?
I just don't. I like I said, I get why like the extreme cases, but then like my own family, I just
Wait, is it
can't
still a
warrant
one-child
telling
policy?
my brother like you can no longer claim your dad's until you pay this money.
That's fair.
Personally fine with that. I think for me the question is just the limitation. Like, if we make it into law, we're just like splitting up families at that point. So now they can't even follow our requirements if we limit it to one.
They
I
were
think
never
that's the
families
part
to
that-
begin with legally.
Well, I mean, a
Look,
lot of
there's always going to be those personal biases because Edo, I completely get you, but this will benefit Los Santos for
No, yeah.
better.
That is such
but
a
also in the same
bullshit
vein,
take.
those personal biases are good because you're representing part of the people of Los Santos who may stand opposed to this.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
your
Gonna
sentiment is
benefit.
valid, and I get it.
No, you're just
Thank you.
petty.
I
Also,
appreciate that.
just to clarify, if someone is like actually related by blood, they're still able to claim that familial relationship.
Yeah,
this
no,
is
of
Correct.
adoption.
course.
So
Yeah, but it's
Uh,
not. It's like a lot of us,
Yeah.
like my father died when I was very small. And, so for me to have, people in my life who act as a father figure. Like, you know, there's no blood relation, but that doesn't negate or invalidate that bond, you know. And to legally enforce it too, it's just I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, do you? Well, and I'm asking. I genuinely don't know. You said there's people in your life that have filled that role as a father figure.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a deal breaker for you to call them dad?
No. I mean, it doesn't change how I feel about them.
I don't
Right. So
really
I don't
do
think
family,
there's
so I'm not
anything.
even-
There's nothing preventing
Yeah.
people from, like, being mentors or
I mean, I call
whatever.
them
But
I refer to them as my family, and there have been instances, emotionally charged instances, where I have referred to them as my fathers. But
What's up, Oz? What are you hearing? I don't
am
know.
I going to get charged because, I'm upset and need my dad,
Me
hey,
dog.
listen, if you're concerned, I'll give you half of the 5K.
Ugh.
Yeah, I've only
fucking
ever had
dying.
one daughter and she's dead, so I don't think I got to pay for that.
Oh, the adoption stuff is
So-
just
I'm not personally. Yeah,
it's a
pretty much.
one-child
I'm not
policy. You have to
Cards on the
pay 30
table.
grand
I got
for it
drunk
to
in a
be
meeting
a-
one time and ended up with Kermie. So, or not Kermie.
Oh my
Official.
god.
His cousin Bison. So it is. What it is.
Okay.
Wait, the
I
vibe
think,
killer is your
I'm
son?
still
Yeah.
down to. I'm still down to vote for this. I think.
Why are you
I'll
surprised?
back y'all, but I would.
True.
I do personally think if we're going to limit this by heavy fines as well as criminalize it, it would just make sense for people to be able to pay as much as they want. In my mind,
I think we
to
did
adopt as
discuss
many as they want.
possibly adding the ability to adopt more in the future, just to see
Okay.
how this rolls out. Am
Yeah,
I
for
wrong in
sure.
saying
No,
that?
no, you're right.
No, you're right. I
Okay.
remember that.
Fuck yeah!
Uh,
All right, yeah. Then you got me.
We'll
I have a
start.
question.
We'll hold on, Alex. We'll start like this. We will. I'm more than
We
amenable
should change
to
the title. I'm gonna throw that out there.
what
Yeah.
the one child policy.
Yeah, that should be what we call a working title, like an internal title.
Yeah.
And then we should change it to a public facing title.
We'll call it the adoption law for now. That's fine. Alex, what were you gonna say?
What if, like, say, like, I just walked up to Canner and been like, "Yo, what up? You my mom now." What's to stop somebody
Well, I
from
guess
doing
I'm
that?
not adopting you.
You're committing
so-
adoption fraud.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify
It goes both ways. Do we need to
Yeah, the
state
child
that?
is claiming the parent.
because there are
Because I
some
have
just
people
kinda
who call
shove
me
that on
mom that I
people.
don't like. Yeah.
They're committing adoption fraud. You
Yeah.
aren't.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what we have to work on next. If we
Wait, I
if we
could disown Bison. Holy shit.
well, you don't have to
No,
disown him.
free.
You don't have to disown him because as of the publication of this document, all
Yeah.
claimed adoptions are null,
This
void,
does it
and illegal.
legally. Good shit.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
adopt him. I
Bison.
fucked his mom.
Word.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Wait, who is that?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, we do. Are you kidding?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you said you were putting all the cards on the table.
Listen, I was drinking so much at that time that Bison may as well have a mother who, gosh. You ever seen that documentary in Peru about the donkeys? I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
oh my
Crane.
God.
What?
All right.
Oh my
Yeah, that's too many cards on the
god.
table, I think.
I told you.
I told you.
Hey, once we in it, like if we do over air on this, once it's publicized,
I said this mom is Thaddeus.
can I twat out? Pick your favorite kids.
Why is Crane like this? Because
Or pick
that
your
would be
favorite
funny.
child.
Well, I think that's
Cut out,
going to
there
become
may only
very
be
obvious.
one. Oh, combo. Oh, I wish. Damn it. No, I wish we had passed the fight to the death shit.
That Michael's already gotten that.
You can make them pick by forced combat.
Oh,
All right,
Jesus.
kids, I only got 30K. One of you's got to get in the pit.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael.
Yes, hello.
Oh my god.
Our board of directors member, Charlie Giannetti, is going to be real excited when this passes because I think he's been trying to get rid of all of his adopted children for years.
So
This is good.
the things that are stated as approved right now, are they technically publicized?
Not yet. That needs to be moved into the
yeah, they
legislation
can.
tab by Crane.
Okay. Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Let
but,
me
yeah,
let me
the-
know. Let me know when that happens.
I will affectionately refer to my Sundays now as Sunday Fun Day, which I enact legislation.
Hell yeah.
So, what do you think of the definition of the adoption fraud charge at the bottom there?
What are they? Time 0, fine, 50,000.
Felony or misdemeanor?
50 grand for adoption fraud?
Misdemeanor.
Hey, yo. Oh.
All right.
It would be crazy if someone got blocked out of government jobs for adopting two
Yeah,
children.
it should be really fucking funny.
That would-
actually.
that
Oh
would
my
be
lord.
wild.
Can we do that? It'd be really fucking funny.
It would be a little bit.
How
funny.
much does it cost to adopt?
I
I
guess
it is fraud.
we could have a felony adoption fraud charge where if someone does it like 3 or more kids.
It just goes up by the amount of kids. That'd be funny.
Yeah. First degree adoption fraud.
That would just be Bass with like.
Can
10
I
kids
can I
and
request that we
20.
just keep the one for now and then
Wait, did we
Yeah,
add
see how
anything?
it- see how it works out?
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
I can come back to you on some hard data on how easy or difficult this is to actually investigate.
Yeah.
But we
I
didn't
kind
make
of
it
did a
fine.
layup for the city by way of you said it earlier, Dakota, with the public view recording.
Yeah.
So it might be easier than people might expect, depending on how blabby they are.
Yeah, honestly.
The
Mhm.
for the judges or lawyers in the room.
Well,
How do
hold
you
on.
how do
If
you look?
you have a conversation in open air, that's still a private conversation.
Is it?
Well, so for example, if I'm standing right next to you and you and I are whispering and I have to use the device to record the conversation, that's still wiretapping.
Okay, but let's say someone's in like on the sidewalk or
Oh, if it's overheard, then it's fair
Mhm.
game. But
yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm
That's what I
saying,
mean.
you can't like entrap people by being like, "Hey, Bill,
So
how are
the-
your 4 kids doing?" And then you turn on your recording device.
like the onus falls on the Department of Justice to kind of clearly define that. We did leave it purposely kind of open ended for that reason.
Did we?
Yeah, I don't know because this jurisdiction's a little funky. Because here I'll give you some insight on where my head's at.
Sure.
Typically, the reason why we have disallowed recordings in court is based upon the justification of the 2-party consent. The only recordings we typically ever deal with in court are recorded interrogations. So for the purposes of argument, I think we probably have to say that if it's out in public, if someone has like a video cam, like, and here's another thing, right? Do we allow recordings from a cell phone?
I don't know, can I even do
I would say no, but once again, that's something for the DOJ to decide.
Maybe the
currently.
video yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking through some shit. Maybe the video camera, I don't know.
Mhm. Personally, I'm not a fan of phone recordings.
Yeah.
But,
It's so
you know,
big.
Anyone could buy a news camera these days.
mhm.
Yeah.
So definition of adoption fraud charge. Could this be tightened up in any way, or is this sufficient?
Seems clear enough to me.
I think that's fair enough.
Where do you get that?
Michael.
Ah, I'm going. I'm still
Okay.
here.
You got caught.
It's
What?
crazy.
What
What the hell?
Yeah, it's just right
Can I get
under
one of
in this
those?
cabinet,
Little
right under
chairs
the
here?
yeah.
Can I
What's
lie down
wrong?
on that as well? What
I
the
used
hell?
to I had one of those. I had one of those military cots I slept in a side room while Carmelo was renovating my house back in the day. I had that
Oh,
exact
okay.
same one.
Ikea
I
benefits.
can't join.
Yeah,
Oh
can
my
I get one of
God.
those for my office?
Right? Me
Why is this
too. Hi.
Here, come here. Next to me. Fuck, hang on.
Oh wait, I'm gonna get grabbed.
Oh my God. Oh.
I don't have any issues with this as written. I mean, but I also don't have a moral objection to it. So
Okay.
No, me either, really.
Let's take it to vote. I vote yay.
Yay. Sorry, not my turn.
That's fine. Nakota?
We'll vote yay.
Thank you so
Malton?
much for the raid.
Philippa?
Good stream.
Yay.
Crane?
with apologies to the Madam Treasurer, I vote yay.
Juno?
Yay. Sorry, yay.
Mr. Simone?
Yay.
Edda?
Nay.
As a with a vote 7-1, the one-child policy, which is the working title in the future adoption law, has been passed into law for the city of Los Santos to clean up the streets of these weird incest fucks.
Hell yeah.
Hell
right.
yeah.
That's not
Wow,
the
that's our first
incest, though.
pass that's not like all 8. That's pretty.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
sorry
good.
to break the
Oh,
combo.
no.
It's all good.
No, obviously,
No
it's
one-
really okay. Yeah.
Look, as the proverbial stick in the mud, that position is necessary and valued. So never apologize.
Absolutely. Mhm.
No, I
I mean, I still
appreciate
have
y'all
questions.
understanding.
I just barely, I got there. Fuck it.
What the
Yeah,
fuck,
for the
man?
record, the shit that you got going on with your family, that's not weird incest shit. I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
I'm talking about. There's some
There
real
are
deranged
people that are
fuckers.
weird.
No,
yeah.
trust me, I get it. I know the stories, so
Okay.
Oh god, and we also have emergency contacts lists that are like dozens long sometimes, and it's all family. So I'm perfectly fine
Lord.
with getting rid of that.
All right, everything is approved.
Yeah, we are done.
We done? We done?
We are
yeah.
done.
yeah.
Max,
Wow.
I've already made some outreaches, but I assume you'll have those conversations too about the whole
Late TT.
Death
Yeah. Thank
Coliseum
Thank
thing.
you so much for 6 months.
Besides that, was there anything else we needed further discussion or outreach on?
I think we're good. We did it. This one was technically shorter
Yeah.
than the last one. Good work, everybody. Wait, hold
Hell
on.
yeah,
Just a
alright.
few
No,
minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
just
by a few minutes.
Barely.
you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It was a pleasure,
Yeah.
boys and girls.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job,
That's
guys.
a lot
Thank
more
you,
this
okay.
I
time.
get so much done.
Alright.
Thanks, gentlemen and ladies.
You fucking off or you got a few?
I am straight fucking off.
Have a good night.
Which ones?
Good night.
Oh, I'm stealing the hell
night,
out of Kermit's
Good
Michael.
night,
musical.
Michael.
It exists.
Good
I just have
night.
to get the permissions done. I'll do it when I do everything tomorrow.
Oh, I think
I'm gonna have a fucking marathon tomorrow of MDT.
Are you buying a vehicle still?
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah?
I'm watching you.
Why?
I don't know.
For what?
Okay.
Email me. That's not a big deal.
Car.
Thank you. Go get some sleep.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I don't know. Did Jenny go to bed?
Whoa, sorry.
Sorry.
Hey.
I am finally done.
Productive?
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Are we buying car?
Yeah, I guess we should.
All right.
Alright. Let me call Rod because he was coming to the house and I'll tell him to turn around and knock.
Okay.
Okay, I'll come down city. I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
All right. I'll go mostly.
Boy.
What?
Boy.
Etch Setter, thank you so much for the brand new sub. Welcome. Ish.
Is the car going in your name?
I don't.
It's fine if it is. I just need to know your state ID so I can go to the bank.
10:06.
10:06. Alright, bye.
All right, bye. Good night, April. Thank you so much for the subs, the gifties. I hope there is still cars available. Somebody didn't put their bike away. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Exit, I think it's almost 15 months. We got pushed the Ego Act through. I guess it's a bit too late now, but...
This
What?
is sad.
Hmm?
Just a little bit.
What is the Ego Act?
It is to prevent people from... Fuck.
You got this.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Targeting.
Yes, keep targeting the same
businesses.
business and
Yeah.
people over and over again. Imagine still being a fake. Fuck. you,
Wow.
you know. What?
You couldn't have done that like an hour ago.
It was done an hour ago. It's just not put into legislation yet. It was actually like 3 hours ago, I think.
Oh, well, it's just not in legislation.
No, it was passed, but it's not done in legislation or
Oh.
anything yet.
Well, I hope they all plead not guilty.
They get caught?
Yeah.
I fucking
was
knocked. I knocked Dundee out with a
Oh, it's
wrench.
Dundee again. So that's 2 times he's been caught on on the ground here. Fuck me.
Yeah, I smacked his skull. He was trying to take Jaeger.
10:06, right?
10, yes, 10:06.
And you need to go pick up your paycheck.
Oh
I
shit.
don't think there's anyone else here. It's
Mhm.
just-
Right.
Mhm.
I will do that.
There's the mechanic, and the mechanic
Okay.
shot that guy.
Bye-bye.
No, no, no,
Fucking-
no.
You guys have
I'm
a
saying
vehicle
that
here?
like you don't have to fucking. Yeah, we do.
Can you
What?
take me to... Wait, hold on. There's more vehicle... Hold on. We're gonna have to do a vehicle sale if you want to have it.
Ew.
I'm just looking over the list. It's
My
easier.
computer.
I'm just looking over the list.
My
It's
computer,
easier than
Michael.
having to go through that long fucking thing.
You could just ask me. It's my job.
Wait, there's a comment? Hold on.
Yeah, it's 1.5 million.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna look at the comment. The Penumbra FF. What about the Massacro? What is that?
I haven't test driven anything.
Oh, okay. Well, we're probably buying the actually, can we go to the Mace Bank? I'll pick up my paycheck and then we'll buy a car. You can get the sale.
Okay, I don't get the commission if you're buying an expensive one, so
Hmm?
I don't keep the commission if you're buying expensive.
I don't know. Is it expensive?
I was just contemplating how broke I am and how I cannot afford a fucking vehicle. So, not at the moment.
Okay, how broke is really fucking broke?
What is her accent?
Really fucking broke. Like, I can barely eat bread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why is she
Yeah.
floating?
Actually, I
very
think
bad.
water's more expensive than bread.
For real? But how
Oh,
much
test
are,
drives are bang.
like
right.
motorbikes?
Motorbikes, pretty expensive.
Oh, I might grab a test drive if you guys move a little bit. I don't think you can test drive certain vehicles, from what I remember. Sounds like a French accent, maybe. It's a sedan, right?
a catalog and check them out?
Up front.
Hey Dahlia, this is my sister, by the way.
Hello.
That's your sister?
Yeah, can you tell?
I'll be
That's my
back,
brother.
Dahlia.
Oh shit, okay. You just had a bit of a day.
Oh, this
I'm
thing
gonna
is...
fucking kick this car.
No, get in if anything, or stay here, you fucking numpty. This thing is so fucking loud. Oh my god.
Jenny.
Huh?
And Jenny was driving a car earlier because she said that you two were getting a car and she fucking loved it.
Yeah, we're getting this one. Oh no, it's...
Yeah, it's a manual. It's a manual, but she was a big fan. Why? Actually, why did I get in with you?
I don't fucking know.
If my sister gets stabbed again, then I'm not there.
There's like 5 people there.
And?
Oh my brain. We can always get a conversion kit on it if we want to.
Does it sound disgusting?
Huh?
It does sound disgusting.
Yeah, it's...
And that was the one complaint.
Just do the 8th gear. Oh, it turns like ass. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really sold. Well, yeah, I know making it automatic would make it worse, but
$300.
4,873.
Yes.
93,000. I might be short.
What's your state ID? Yes. Motherfucker.
Oh, no mind. Huh? I'm just on the money. Well, apparently the trick is just to put it in fucking 8th gear and then just drive.
Oh. Oh man, I wish I could test drive. Why am I banned forever?
You're not.
I am banned forever.
No, it's you're banned for like a week.
It's been like a month.
When was the last time you tried?
Like yesterday. Actually, today I'm pretty sure I tried. I can try again, but I've been banned like I think since like the first week of Mosley's being official.
Yeah, the rules were changed recently, so.
Seems like they have for me.
I'm gonna hate driving it like this, but whatever.
I guess let's find out right now.
My fucking brain down here is killing me.
Oh, I'm not bad.
That is an obvious bug. Wait, what is?
Wait, Manny's here.
Yeah.
I can't see him.
You can't see many?
No.
I don't know what he's doing.
Probably test driving because he was banned.
Please forget that. Please forget.